Alright, y'all, I want to make this video real quick while the lighting is pretty alright. It's a little too bright, but I want to share with you guys my story on how I became a truck driver, the life-changing events that happened for me. They weren't good events, but I always tell people, you know, when bad things happen in your life, take it with a grain of salt. I know it can be stressful. I know it can be painful, but it's a testament of, you know, are you going to be able to deal with this? Because on the other side of this door, on the other side of this struggle is something better. And that's how I live my life, is knowing that whatever I go through, it's all right. I'm going to stick it out because on the other side, there's something better. There's something better for me on the other side. I apologize for this lighting, y'all. It's kind of jacked up. But I want to share with you guys real quick on how I became a trucker and the things that led up to my career as a truck driver. My journey as a truck driver began without me even knowing in September of 2015. You know, my grandmother passed away from metastatic breast cancer. It was her third time with breast cancer. I said the third time is a charm. She's going to do fine. She's going to be all right. That wasn't the case. She passed away holding my hand in the hospital. That was a very emotional moment for me because my great-grandmother passed away right in front of me as well. But I feel like, you know, those things happen for a reason, you know, and I have their strength in me, you know, so I'm cool. But when she passed away, you know, she was my support system, financially, emotionally, everything. She was like my mother and my father, you know, so I had, you know, when she passed away, I had to take on the responsibility of an adult, you know, right away. I had a car I had to pay for. I had you know, normal other bills, you know, little small bills like phone bills and, you know, other necessities and stuff like that. So I had to become independent right away. I had to do my own thing, you know, right away. And I always tell the youngins out there, you know, I'm young myself, but people that are younger than me, 18, 17, 15, you know, 10, don't rush to become an adult, because when you become an adult, everybody wants to be independent, but you don't understand the sacrifice that comes with being an adult. You don't understand the responsibilities you have as being an adult. It's more than just having to pay a phone bill. You know what I'm saying? And now you have to, you know, whereas being a youngin, you know, you have a little simple slap on the wrist, go on, don't make this mistake again. As an adult, you can't make the same mistakes that you made as a kid. You know, it's kind of like you in high school. You can't make the same mistakes you made as a preschooler because times change for you. You're at a different age group of your life. You're at a different time of your life. So anyways, when she passed away, I moved. I lived with my dad and my grandmother. My dad and me, we did not have the best, my dad and I, we didn't have the best relationship. I couldn't really see myself living with him without my grandmother there. So I left and I moved with my uncle. That lasted for a little bit. From my uncle, I moved with my aunt. From my aunt, I moved into my car. I had all my clothes in the back of my car. I was sleeping in the back of my car. From there, I moved with my cousin after she convinced me because I had so much pride. I was like, I'm not moving out here. Moved out there with my cousin. And that's where things started to get a little better. When I moved with my cousin, I ended up getting a job at the airport working for the TSA. You know, people that wear the black uniforms, patting down people. That was a good job. Only issue with that was my car. I had an older 2001 Nissan Xterra. I was driving it 40 miles one way to work, so 80 miles a day plus wherever else I had to go, you know, after work. And eventually my car ended up breaking down, and I did not have the money to buy a new one. There was no transportation that was going to be able to get me from home all the way out to, you know, to work every day. So my only really option was to you know, quit work. You know what I'm saying? It started breaking. It didn't break down entirely, but it was getting there. So I made the worst decision by quitting. I was making $17 an hour as a 19-year-old. That's not bad. I didn't quit, so I quit, right? And then I went to work at Best Buy. So I went from a $17 an hour job down to a $11 an hour job. From there, I ended up getting a job at a car dealership. I was a car porter, which is basically taking people from the dealership to home. And that was a cool job. The only problem with that was it was 30 miles from home, and I didn't have a car at this time, right? So I was having to sleep at my best friend's house every now and then, and being there every day kind of put a strain on our friendship because I was kind of bummy, you know what I'm saying? I was always around, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't give him his personal space, so that kind of put a strain on our friendship, right? But the problem with that was catching the train at 5 a.m. in the morning to be at work by 7, to get off at 6, be home by 10 p.m., to be back at work by 7 a.m. the next day. Repeat that over and over again. That became it started to take a toll on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started to look into trucking. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me just rewind. When I was younger, I did have a fascination with trucks and stuff like that. It's my little secret. I did like trucks. But it wasn't really something that if you were to ask me, I would have said I wanted to be a truck driver. But as I got older, I was like, a truck driver? Nah, I'm cool. I want to do other things. I went to school. And mind you, between this time of living in my car, living between family, working different jobs, I was also back and forth in school, in college. I dropped out of college 3 times, y'all. I went to Cal State Northridge twice. I went to a community college once and dropped out all 3 times. And I laugh at those things now because, it made me better. It made me better. You know what I'm saying? But I looked into trucking. I came back around to I will always catch myself watching YouTube videos on truck driving. Like I said, it was not something that I really thought that I would be doing, and I really didn't look into the money aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up doing it, and this is where I am today. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to tell everybody, it's a little short video. My light is green. I just want to tell everybody, if you're going through something, get through it, because there's always something better on the other side. You know what I'm saying? The struggle doesn't last forever, but I've been through a lot of things, as far as stuff that happened in my childhood, and then up until, living between family members, being homeless, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But all it took was faith. All it took was faith and some, understanding that life isn't always glitz and glamour. Things happen, so, I wish I could really give it really detailed on what, how my life went, but people probably ain't even gonna watch this video like that. But I went through a lot, living between family members, friendships being strained because I was always at their house. Parents stopped liking me, family members stopping liking me, for some odd reason. People only want to help you for a certain amount of time. And it got to a point where I couldn't do that no more. I had to find my own way, at a really young age. I had to grow up quick, so here I am, 22 years old. I have my own place, have my own car. I got my own money. I'm able to take my mom out. I'm able to buy my siblings gifts on Christmas. I live comfortably. Life is good. I have no complaints, you know what I'm saying, other than I wish I had more of a social life, but that's just the job. That's just the job. And, I might get a little bit more active on this YouTube thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of difficult trying to, make YouTube videos and you don't really get the pop on your videos like you wish you did. You can see people make the same videos that you did, and they still get more of the feedback and stuff like that. That can be really annoying, you know what I'm saying? Considering the fact that I've been doing it for a while now. So I'm probably still just going to keep doing it when I feel like it, because at the end of the day, YouTube is a hobby. Work is my priority. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here to do a job. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube comes in when it can fit in. But that's my story. I just didn't randomly pop up here as a trucker. Just out of nowhere, I'm gonna become a trucker. Things led up to this. I went through some things, and this is what got me out of my struggle. Trucking was out of my comfort zone. Having to be on a truck with somebody else in training and being in this little small space. But now it's in my blood. I love it. I love doing it. I really can't see myself doing anything else as far as like a normal life. I mean, I want to model and do all the other stuff. I don't really have the looks for that. But for a normal life, trucking, I can't see myself in the office. I can't see myself, doing really anything else. I love being able to drive this truck. And every day I feel accomplished in this job, whether it's backing into a difficult dock, making a difficult ass turn and seeing that long trailer follow you perfectly. Every day I do something out here that makes me feel accomplished. And every Friday when that paycheck come in, I feel accomplished, trust me. So also I'll be team driving soon, so I'm really gonna feel accomplished. But that's my story, y'all. So whatever you're going through right now, you don't have to become a truck driver from it, But become something. Make something out of nothing. Go from nothing to something like I did. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going through is not going to last forever. So don't be over there, thinking about taking your life and stuff like that. Just make the greatest situation you can out of a bad situation, and you'll be fine. Till next time, y'all. I got to go in here and get my paperwork. I'm in Appleton, Wisconsin. And,